Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. I was actually in the middle of a defect run you will never see on Ascension 20. Doing okay, but I think we were probably going to lose. And then my wife came in, and she was like, hey, I just got back from the parking garage, and someone broke into our car. And I was like, you know what? This seems like a video-ending event. I'm going to go be a sensible husband and human being and go help out. So everything's fine. They stole our dash cam and a USB key with a CD's worth of audio on it, and maybe like 15 bucks worth of coins from our like cup holder. Not a big deal, an inconvenience to be sure, and you know, screw that person, but not a huge problem in the whole scheme of things. We're back. Very common crime in Vancouver, so not really a huge surprise. More of a surprise, to be honest, that we've lived here this long in the city, and this is the first time it's happened. Either way, where are we going to start here? I kind of hate these options, but we're going to go for the upgraded Zap right off the bat. I'll tell you right out of the gate, well, we're not dodging an elite, that's for sure. It is the Hexaghost. And I don't know, I used to be like, it's the Hexaghost, thankfully, but now I don't know if I'm so thankful about it. What I am going to do, and basically, well, there's a couple of things. You already know how I'm going to approach this run to some extent. You know I'm going to shoot for focus, and if you're like, hey, Eggman, you can't focus, or you can't force an archetype, guess what? We're on Ascension 20. I'm going to try to go for the archetype that seems to me to have the best and most reasonable chance of working. Give me an auto shields. I think that's a very, very effective option for us. I'm not going to thin our deck too much to start with. I'm going to go for it. I mean, I hate that we're not putting up any block here, but life goes on. We're going to go heavy on this this path that we're on already, which is basically just an elite path. The idea being, dude, I got to be honest. Early Doom and Gloom kind of fills the role of an AoE, simultaneously also gives you that Dark Orb that could be worth an incredible amount of damage later on. I think we'll smack you with this one right here. I think that an early Doom, like late in the game, I got 10 damage to all enemies, who cares? But, you know, early, I'm relatively happy to have it, to be honest with you. This kills you. But I think there's, sure, Seek is great. I think there's a realistic chance we die. Oh, Glacier's so good. Have to go there. I don't know. A second Doom and Gloom I'm going to take, but we have a very expensive deck right now. My idea basically, and it's pretty simple. It basically boils down to like, either we're going to die or we're going to live and have a very, very good chance of success as a result of, you know, the way that we've chosen to approach this run. That's my theory, at least. So that basically, it's 11 block right there. My whole game plan from this point onwards is play as many Seek and Destroys or Doom and Glooms, whatever the heck the card's called. Play as many of those as possible. 14 damage to all enemies. Are you freaking crazy? That's insane. So we're not going to draw it again on this turn. But we haven't taken very much damage so far, honestly. I think we'll just do this. What would we be seeking? A strike? So you're not going to maybe understand why I did that, but the reason was just to thin the deck and get looped around, so hopefully we get to a Doom and Gloom faster. And we're going to pretty much rely on that here as well. So we're going to get rid of all 5 of these. We didn't get to a Doom and Gloom, but we are going to at least get to a Doom and Gloom a turn faster. We're only taking 2 damage in the process. No big deal. There you go. Doom and Gloom comes out. 1 enemy dead. 5 block. Still smack you. I think we'll get you next turn. So this is not a terrible fight. We still have 1 more Doom and Gloom just kind of kicking about here. Beautiful. Ancient Tea Set and Regen Potion. Couldn't really ask for more. I'm going to take White Noise. I think we have enough orb generation early to feel pretty good. I'm going to make the White Noise a little cheaper so that Seek has a good target, and then we'll, I don't know. We'll see how it goes here. Lagavulin. Gonna sell my house in town. Lagavulin. I mean, you know how the song goes. I'm gonna sell my house in town. So, we got the regen potion popping early here. We got this dark orb ready to go. Honestly, we gain 6 damage every turn on the dark orb, so I'm waiting, doom and gloom is what I'm waiting for. And then I'd actually like to seek a zap. Short of that, oh, I do hate taking 20 here, but I'll tell you what, we'll hit you there. We're hoping to get a evoke and a dual cast. So there's dual cast, and there's our evocation. We did get the kill. Peace pipe. Right now, it's hard for me to see the value in this, but I think I could be persuaded. So we're going to start white noise, but we probably do want to get... Oh, heal me. I'm so ready. We probably do want to improve our other cards as quickly as possible. So I think, like, getting that Doom and Gloom up there is worth quite a lot. It should give us the sustain we need against the boss. Obviously, the boss gets hard countered by Dark Shackles. I think that's a card I'm going to be happy to have. And honestly, at this point, we might as well... I mean, we could even... Do we see anything worth upgrading? Yes. For now, a Seek is great. And if we get that on the first turn, we can get 2 white noises out of it on the cheap. So the Dark Orb is going to be worth so much for us. We want, well, we want blocks. I'd settle for a Glacier, honestly. Dude, a free Echo Form? What's cool about this deck right now is it is a little unusual by, Oh, let's go. It is a little unusual by, you know, my focus deck standards. Basically, it just relies on, you know, getting like a staggering amount of Dark Orbs out there. Right, every card we play is doubled, basically. So I don't mind... Right, that was probably not worth it. I don't mind getting these Dark Orbs cycling around, even though it might seem like it's inefficient. I actually, like, very much disagree. When they're whipping around quick like this, I think we got a real chance. I am gonna... I'll push them out. That's fine by me. We'll put a lightning orb out. Oh, we'll put 2 lightning orbs out there, apparently. I wouldn't... You know, like, don't look too hard at this deck right now and go like, oh, he's got it under control. I feel like we're definitely going to beat this guy. That's not even close. But we did get a bunch of Echo Forms that otherwise wouldn't have been a guarantee. Now, I still think a Bias Cognition works. Why not be excited about a Frost Dark focus build? Works for me. We always want energy. And I think we want energy... Yeah, I think we want Busted Crown. We're going to have to buy cards we want at the shop. We really want Consuming Capacitor. If we get Consuming Capacitor, we're starting to roll. If possible, I was going to say I'd prefer not to fight an Elite, but, you know, I think we'll play it by ear to some extent. Right, we have 4 energy now. Get 2 Dark Orbs out there, dude. I'm ready. So I will definitely still play Bias Cognition. And really, a dual cast comes pretty close to killing you. Didn't quite get there. I'm just, you know, the lightning's still hitting you. Now a dual cast just wrecks you. We gotta get it, though, is the thing. Okay? Like a dual cast just, oh my god, you're gonna be in a world of hurt. Okay, well, apparently, we're realizing the problem with this deck. I probably should not have played so many skills. Claw is not worth adding. You know what I like about Busted Crown? Oh, Panacea. Unbelievably huge. The K is not that bad. Well, we got both of our white noises. Yo. Yo! It's so good. Then check this out. Panacea, Bias Cognition. Okay, I would never, ever go so far as to suggest we have a win just by default. But dude, this is really funny. This is a cool run. Even if it all goes wrong. Almost makes you happy your car got broken into. Not really. Okay, and again, turns like this are gonna happen. So we did gain a lot of focus, but we're gonna take a lot of damage as well. I think we should get an auto shields and a white noise. And it's still quite a lot of damage. We're gonna have to rest, but I actually feel like that's kind of okay. We do have upgrade targets, but we're not like... we're not hurting that badly, you know? If we have to rest, we have to rest. It kind of feels like the right time. So we're not taking damage. That's a good sign. We can still afford to take 2 damage for sure. I think we'll get the lightning out there just to punch you down a little quicker. Plus, we really want this to be up at the front so we can dual cast you if we get the chance in the future. So you can see, even now, focus is doing well. And I think a reinforced body was pretty important for us, unfortunately. Lose Peace Pipe. Obtain a special relic. Yes. Realistically, Peace Pipe, fairly unlikely to be used more than once. Honestly, like, I'll hit you with the biased on turn 1. You're going to debuff us more eventually, so we'll hit you with that. I think we'll dual cast right off the bat. And Loth's Gift, what I'm most excited about here is, sure, we can get more bias cognitions coming down the pipeline, but, dude, give me an auto shields. It's just such a useful card for keeping us going strong here. Truth be told, I'd rather not channel this orb if possible. 1 second, 22 damage, so this takes us to 26 damage. Sorry, 23 damage, which is acceptable as well. We'll try and, I mean, I suppose we could have played Reinforced Body, but life goes on. Will we Doom and Gloom? I'm gonna say no. I'm waiting on this dual cast. Taking a turn off, a little dangerous though. Don't do what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, the dual cast is, it's like, it'll kill you, which is great news, and it'll almost kill you, which is cool. But I don't know. I don't know if the juice was worth the squeeze there. Also, I killed the little one first, and now I'm like, oh no. I remember why you don't do this. 9. Okay, so we're not gonna take damage. We gotta ice this fool though. Ah! Very close to being basically Oblivion. Dude, I don't know. Sure. I mean, it's very hard for me to say no to a Glacier. Try it. They don't listen. 24. Straight up. Alright. You know, you try to slow them down, they won't have it. I'll just level with you. I have no idea, basically at all, what our long-term prospects of success look like here. I know we're not taking damage right now, and that's basically enough for me. Probably the worst auto shields I've done all video, but it is what it is. We're taking 8 damage. I'm waiting for Enloth's Gift. I trust it. I believe in it inherently. It's gonna save the day for us somehow. Doom me and gloom me. Beautiful. Lightning and the Sunder. Hey, so what's our win condition right now? I'm glad you asked. We probably should have looked for Consume there, but I don't know. Maybe we'd rather upgrade the cards we have instead of looking for stuff we don't. Somehow we're not taking damage here, but The what we're looking for, our win condition, so to speak, if we still believe that those are real, is both white noises giving us echo form. I would love to not rely on that, but creative AI, hey, as far as I'm concerned, it's an echo form in weight. We're only taking 6 damage. It's not that bad. Probably should have played the biased earlier when it showed up. So we're taking none. Still taking none. Dude, straight up buffer's pretty good. Give me that biased. We'll make up for lost time. We're going to make it through this just fine. I mean, especially with that extra buffer. And I think we Glacier just to get the Dark Orb up to the front. And then if we draw a dual cast, it's over. I mean, I guess that's the other way we beat the boss, is we just, like, dual cast an incredible Dark Orb. But all minions do have to be killed for that to work. Gotta be honest, Inloth's gift hasn't really done what I wanted to do yet. It's okay. At least we got Panacea out there early. Allows us to seek a bias cognition and get good value out of it. And again, you're never mad about creative AI. Unless you don't have the energy to play it, I suppose. But we're rolling a pretty energy-rich world. I don't know, for Ascension 20, it's a striking difference, wouldn't you say? Like, when I play as, and we're going to have to dump Decay, unfortunately, but when we play as any other class, if I make it this far, I'm like, well, that run wasn't too bad. And then as the defect, things are going, like, pretty well. But even still, I'm like, it's all screwed up. Yo, we're in an amazing spot to make our Dark Orbs work. Still desperately seeking Consume. Remember that movie? Desperately Seeking Consumzen? It's from the 90s. I'm trying to think now, I'm like, am I getting suddenly Susan confused with a Desperately Seeking Somebody Else movie? I don't want to misattribute the seeking protocol here. So we have to rest as far as I'm concerned. I don't know what we're waiting for next. Maybe Pandora's box. Maybe that's what we're waiting for to save us from this nothing I've become. So we exhausted a curse for productive reasons. I think we would always love to have strength. I don't know about adding garbage to our deck every turn. I feel like we might have been wise to not do that. But I'll tell you what, let's stay ahead of a Streamline. Now we've got a Streamline showing up at 1 cost the next time it shows up. I'm not too perturbed about that. So that's 22, you're doing 24, you're doing 41. I'm not going to turbo here. So we're taking 15 damage. Obviously bad. Mostly bad because we don't have a Dark Orb out there yet. But okay, Bias Cognition comes out. All of a sudden we're not doing so badly. We'll probably seek a Doom and Gloom. Another Bias Cognition. Okay, we got to pop. So we do need a Doom and Gloom, and we'll follow it up with a Strike just because we can. So Doom and Gloom, Strike. We're taking no damage. We gotta get through this real quick. 39 damage, no joke. So what comes next? Assuming we live here, we Doom and Gloom, Beam Cell. So we have 21 block. I think it's pretty obvious. You probably just Streamline Defends. Wasn't even thinking about the extra block from Ornamental Fan. And then we just, provided we're able to get enough block, whenever possible, we just want to let these orbs simmer a little bit. I think you have to play a Glacier. The only question is, do you play it first? And I think the answer is weirdly yes. Because you get these orbs in front of the Dark Orb. It's going to take a while for that Dark Orb to be where we want it to be, but... Now a Dark Orb... Oh, this is so huge. So check this out. I don't love the... It's like almost not worth using recursion because we lose the frost. And in fact, maybe we play nothing here. Because what we could do is zap, dual cast, then the Dark Orbs at the front. Recursion brings it back to the... I guess it would still be at the front. Yeah, this is going to sound busted. I don't think we play anything. The exception might be, like, getting one lightning out there might be worth losing a Frost Orb, but for right now, I'm not really in a position where I want to test the waters on that. Again, it's going to sound busted. I want to keep that Dark Orb at the back because I want to be able to play cards without accidentally evoking it. Now we're going to change our tune pretty quick because things are scarier. But these guys have obviously got to go. Which is on... Oh, actually, there's good stuff to do here. When we need to find a way to live. Because I'm like, Streamline? Okay, this will work. Streamline. Recursion will kill you and keep the orb available. At 48 power. 13 plus 8. We're going to be close. We're going to be at like 14 life, okay? So how do we get there? Pretty obvious to me, at least. We got to start chunking you down. And we're not... The focus is coming down. Oh, you guys are... That's aggro. I don't like it. Well, a dual cast gets the kill on both of these guys, but then we got to find a way to put up 36 block. From 9. This hurts. We're going to try another one right off the bat, because I actually think we had a real shot at that one. Let's try it again. But I think it's clear the focus build will work. We just didn't get a... Oh, easy. Dead branch? I don't know if that's even good, but it is awesome, if that makes sense. It inspires awe. And once we remove that regret, we're not going to feel too bad about it, but... Well, we'll play our hand, as you might expect here. We're still going to try to build focus for now. I'm just trying to think if maybe... what would even be an exhaust build for this... For the defect? I don't know. Definitely not going to take on another curse. We will certainly remove regret, because it was a real problem. 39 gold means we buy nothing. And, well, we have to fight an elite. So I will probably... Yuck. I will probably rest at this campfire. Well, we don't have to, actually. And now we can get an upgrade instead, which I think is worth a lot. So we'll start with the free zap. Basically making that card worth something. Yeah, I think we'll try this path. We're very unlikely to have a better turn than this. So I think we might as well just start kicking at you. Seeing what we get from this. Oh, I don't know, man. It's, I'm gonna choose not to play it, but it could give us some buffers. So... There's always the chance that it's the right idea, but it's a spooky decision. I feel lucky that we don't have to make it, because that's a highly cursed situation to be in. That was a decent fight for a fight we had to take. Dude, emotion chip, sure, it can be fine. Out of all these, defrag is so freaking good, but I still think biased is better. I've come around to it so much. We're gonna take the safe path, because I actually feel like we're cooking. Already. Basically, biased kills you. Yeah. Like, I know there's a negative to bias cognition, but it adds so much value to the deck. Let's throw an FTL in here for cycle. Juzu Bracelet is one I'm very happy to have. And, it's not the Hexaghost. We'll probably rest. I'm just trying to think. We'd probably rather have the extra focus now and then rest later, and who knows, maybe we won't have to rest somehow. I haven't considered how that could possibly happen, but let's not worry about it. I think we want to lower our time to kill drastically. Yeah, I don't think we need a turbo. We'll take a power potion, though, just to give us an extra chance at it. 8. Which one of these does 13? Alright, that seems good to me. Still kicking. Gonna take a cool-headed. It's basically, I think it might be the best common in the game for the defect, which is a far cry from how I felt about this card more recently, but I've really come around to it. I don't even know why I like it. Like, when I pick it, I can't come up with a better explanation than just like, it's good. I'm gonna say we don't need another ball lightning this early, but I'm gonna go back on that immediately. And the reasoning is, I worry if we play biased early against this guy, we're gonna run into trouble potentially. It's a tough one because biased is amazing, but I actually feel like electro for later might be a better option. So let's take a biased and an electro and start to, you know, kick it around here. So he is not guaranteed to split next turn, but this looks good to me. Yeah, 2 enemies with 25 HP, and they're already taking 12. They're already taking 18. Yo, I'm gonna find it hard to apologize for taking Electro. I don't know if it was necessary, but okay, great start. I definitely think we could do Amplify. I don't value Thunderstrike that much. I think Amplify can be great for sure. And you know, I'm going to go Sozu, but we probably... It's close between Sozu and Cursed Key. I think Sozu's better, but Cursed Key can change things up for you. No way we're getting away from this without fighting an Elite. So let's start a heavy question mark path. See where it goes. This deck is bereft of some things that I would consider pretty important. Leap, or any kind of, like, you know, useful block. We're definitely not going to lose our gold, though. We might be a little bit low on HP. 26 damage. Yeah, that'll work. We'll see. A little bit low on life, I meant. Not a little bit low on block. Skim is close, I'll admit, but because it doesn't generate focus, it's tough for me to say yes. For now, I actually think we benefit more from upgrading all strikes and defense. They're still going to be our earliest removal targets, but honestly, depending on the Elite, Gremlin Horde might be okay. So we definitely want to... Preferably, we want to get Bias Cognition out there as soon as possible. So I'm actually going to... It's a bit... Yeah, it didn't really work, but... It is going to exhaust this card. Genetic Algorithm. I don't even understand. Will it apply to other genetic algorithms across the rest of the game? I have no idea. What I do know is that this guy is dead, and that's a really good fight. So thank you, Amplify. I think Boot Sequence is beautiful. On these early, potentially dangerous turns, I'm a very happy man to have them. It exhausts, too. That's a good point. Never... Dude, I think we pivot. I hate it, because I've done so much damage to you already, but... I really think this guy's got to go first. I keep forgetting that he puts 100 wounds in our deck. So we need to cool-head it into Amplify. Life goes on. 13, 8, 9. It's 30 damage. Next turn we're dead drawing an Amplify probably. You know, let's really wanted one of these to hit you. I hate the fact that if I applied 24 damage to you, you'd be out for certain, but whatever. Thank you, Gremlin Horn. Okay, I will stand by this pivot, because we don't look that bad right now. And the bias kept us in here. Okay, it turns out we would rather, for certain, have Blue Candle and Cursed. But we didn't know that coming down here, so... You know, what's a boy supposed to do? I don't really want to go through 3 combats before we can heal again. I hate this, but we have to look for a card to add. As much as healing would be nice... We need... Defrag's fine. Cool-headed is fine. There's no consume. And that's okay. I think just being able to get the defrag is good. And I'm going to ruffle some feathers here. Man, Maw Bank is not what we needed right away. But I'm going to ruffle some feathers here, maybe. I do think I personally have overrated defrag a little bit. And that's not to say it's bad at all. But I do think I've been of the opinion that it's like the best for the defect. And I don't believe that anymore. I really think Bias Cognition might be the best defect card. Still alive. Loop is pretty important on a focus build. We need so much more Frost, dude. I don't know which path is more dangerous, honestly. It's probably Elite Path. Let's use our noggins. Honestly, pay 1 HP to cycle this and get something else. We're not doing anything else with the energy, so I guess we might as well accept it. It actually turned out okay. No Melter. Sure. 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 Draw Cool-Headed, please. We only have 1 Frost-generating card, so I want it out there. So we go to 10 block, 16 block, 24 damage coming out. He's dead. It's the power of Loop plus Emotion Chip, I guess. I don't think we need any other Ball Lightnings. This is going to be very, very dangerous. I'll just level with you. I think we're super dead. And we just play our hand and we'll see how it goes. But I don't see a way that we live. We live for a turn. Okay, maybe we can make it happen. Pretty much inconceivable we could beat the boss, but I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. In fact, maybe I'm super wrong. We didn't even worry about order there. We crushed them. But even if we lose this run, which still to me looks very likely. I'm taking blocks because I feel desperate. Yeah, it seems to me likely we will die against the boss. But if we got the waffle there, that could have changed things. I mean, Bronze Scales is not what we need. Cauldron does nothing. So the only thing here that saves you maybe is Creative AI. And I'm going to, just in the off chance we manage to hold it together, I'm going to cut another strike. Because we can't do anything with the potions. We're going to be at 24 HP. Gonna need a heck of a lot of Creative AI buffers to make it happen. But dude, who knows, okay? We're going to play Bias Cognition. Couple of good reasons. One is, if we don't play Bias Cognition, we will lose. We basically need Bias to crush for us. You are doing 24 damage. We're going to be at 30. I think we lose if we don't play Creative AI. I think we need to give it the chance to disappoint us. Now, I don't love our odds at all. I would go so far as to say, you know what? Let's cycle it. See what you get. Sure. Let's do it, dude. I would go so far as to say, I hate where we're at right now, but all we needed was stuff that is not what we got. Okay, let's get some blocks, boys. All right. I mean, Zap puts a Frost Orb out for free. And I'm like, maybe we can ice you and evoke a Frost Orb in the process? 19 life? You're doing 24 damage. Basically, oh, we're going to get a Gremlin Horn. So get that out there. We still need a block. I would love to be able to, you know, amplify loop or something here, but it's not going to work. Play your charge battery. Get the extra energy next turn. We're going to live with 7 HP. And then we really need creative AI to start hitting us with buffers, like, nonstop. It's lucky for creative AI that it didn't have to be this turn, or I'd be mad. Really? Thank you, thank you. Alright. Buffer? No buffer, no win. It's not conceivable. Well, there's nothing to be discouraged about, I think. I think we have a totally fine chance moving forwards as the defect. We made it to the second boss on a run that was slightly spotty. Life goes on. For now, thanks for watching on because of well, first off, thanks for your inevitable words of kindness and consolation here as well. Genuinely not a big deal. I know it seems like I glossed over like a life-changing event. It's just they stole like 30 bucks in a USB key in the end. And the dash cam, but we got a knockoff. But I appreciate the support nonetheless. For now, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!